There are no rules to becoming a minimalist. What I propose to you are 6 steps that can guide you towards a minimalist mindset. So you want to be a minimalist. Minimalism has been trending as a lifestyle mindset for a few years now, possibly even a decade, but it's really taken on board over recent years. You may have seen the Minimalists on Netflix, so if you haven't seen those, they're a good starting point to get your head around minimalism. They also do a great podcast as well. There's a very good reason why minimalism is taking off. It's because it makes you think a little bit more differently about how you spend your time and how you spend your money. It makes you more mindful of the things you are doing. Once you start the process, it will be hard to remember what life was like before you were a minimalist. It makes you cringe when you look back at old photos, and it just makes you think a little bit differently about how you use the space around you. So let's get started. Number 1, know your why. It's really important that you know why you're doing this. Is it because you feel stressed or cluttered from the space that you've got around you, or is it because you are wanting to save money? Number 2, start the decluttering process. This is when you need to go around each room in your house and declutter or purge all the items that you no longer use or no longer want, and either donate them, sell them, or put them in the rubbish bin. What I found when I was decluttering was that once I'd gone around my whole house once, I then realised that I needed to do it again. This is because when you start decluttering, you're probably more likely to hold on to more things than you would have by the time you've got through to the end of the process, and you're much more willing to part with things. So if you go around a second time, or even a third, you'll find that there is still more that you can get rid of. Number 3, assess your finances. It's really important that as a minimalist you are looking at where your money is going, that you have a budget for how much you are spending, whether that be food, bills, or spend on days out or nights out, etc. Once you know your budget, you'll then be able to assess if there are any cuts that can be made or reductions. Are you spending too much on your food? Are you spending too much on your electricity and gas provider? Could you switch provider to get a better deal? There's lots of things that you could do to downsize. Do you use all of your minutes and data on your phone contract? Could you reduce your phone contract to save some money? Do you need to buy a new handset each time? Could you just buy a SIM-only deal so that you're not ever purchasing something new as and when? Number 4, once you've assessed your budget, you can then assess where you are spending. This is when you need to break it down into a little bit more detail. Are you spending on books? Are you spending on nights out, days out, trips, holidays? What areas are you willing to then make some cuts and see if you can make any savings in those areas? Can you get a self-catering holiday rather than a all-inclusive one? Could you change location of where you go for days out? Could you go closer to home, or could you get a better deal? It's shopping around to make sure that you're saving money in different areas that you can. Number 5, implement a one in, one out policy. This can be anything related to like kitchenware or in your home, or it could be in your wardrobe. When you buy a new item of clothing, you need to purge an item as well. This will help you keep on top of the number of items in your house moving forward, and will keep it at a consistent level. It makes it much easier to manage things if you know that when you bring something into your home that you are taking something out. It keeps it at a manageable level. Number 6 is creating your own rules as a minimalist. It's about creating a home and a lifestyle that suits your needs, so it's about looking at what works for you. It could be that you have certain areas where you're willing to have more things, or it might be that you want to have your whole house in a minimalist setup. It's up to you to decide how you want to do it. Are you willing to save money in your spending, or are you willing to cut some of your bills down? Which areas are you looking to do, and which rules for minimalism will work for you? So it might be that you only want to reduce your outgoings a little bit, or it might be that you want to completely declutter your whole house in one go. I look forward to hearing how you are getting on with your minimalism journey. Please let me know in the comments below if you have started this journey too, or if this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, bye.